How's it gaming? I'm PhilInTheBlanks and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last year, we played the first sort of tutorial episode for the game with the Lost Turnabout. We got to meet Maggie. She's kind of like a reoccurring character that she kind of pops up here and there throughout the series. But let's just jump into episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, the first case with some real meat on its bone for this game. Let's just jump right in there. That was no accident. That's a terrible car sound. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Just say the name. It'll make the murder mystery a lot easier if you just say the name. Who killed you? Love that smoke. It looks great. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie. Kind of a generic voice. We don't know the sex or the personality of the character who's talking there, so I didn't want to, I don't know, paint it specifically, so, you know. It's always weird when you have, like, a character who's, you don't know the identity, but they're speaking, but, like, the voice might tip someone off. I don't know, so I just kind of did a generic one there. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. Oh, case closed. Awesome. Let's just end the episode. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. We're jumping around a lot in this case already. Oh my gosh. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. Right in Co-Law offices. What depressing rain. Oh, he looks... I forgot about this character. He's so aggravating. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Whoops. Is what the girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. I would not trust this guy. Oh, there, yeah, exactly. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse! It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. That was awful thing to happen, my goodness. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. Oh my god. Dr. Gray, you're an awful person. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident, crashes her car. Okay, so we know that the person who died in the car accident was that nurse. It was a woman. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. Oh my god. This is an evil man. You don't seem to care about anyone else, man. Let's see. Dr. Turner Gray, age 35, the director of the Gray Surgical Clinic where the malpractice incident occurred. Okay. He's such a dick. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused the crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? He's so creepy. Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes. I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together. But she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. I don't know why I've given him such a bad guy voice, but whatever. That's his voice. Deal with it. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? Yes, I ship them. Phoenix, you want to see her, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Oh god, that would have been an awful bus trip. Well, he's a doctor, maybe he had a really good car, but still, would not be fun to travel with that guy. So this is Kurain Village. So this is one of those things. So in the American translation of the Phoenix Wright games takes place in California. In the first game, you can kind of pull that off a little bit. They make it less Japanese, basically, which I don't think is the worst idea for like a lawyer type game. But the second one, going onward, they introduce a lot more Japanese stuff that to an American audience doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And this is one of them where it's just like, this is a village in California, apparently, that does this stuff. And I think it's funny because they've really embraced that and made fun of it in the actual official translations later on in the series. They're like, well, we can't change it now and just put them in Japan. So they just kind of kept saying like, yeah, this is like the local Japanese part of California. And I'm like, that's really funny. So this is Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. Hello, little girl. Why, hello there. Well, that was that. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Who's that? I'm assuming it's Maya, but... someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. By the way, this takes place before the last... the first kind of trial in the series. Or not the series, the game. What was it, Lost Turnabout? This takes place actually before that. Which is kind of weird that they set it up this way, but that's fine. Wow! I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated, just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. Ooh, train. Best part of the game, right, Alec? If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Let's talk to her, our good old friend Maya. Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Maya, no! Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyways? The tabloids. Oh my god. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. What, 14 patients didn't die and the nurse killed Dr. Gray? That'd be the opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. Kurain Village. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep, Kurain Village. But I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. What a weird thing to like. What a wacky thing they put in this like kind of realistic style lawyer game. Like, oh, there's also psychics. So, actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Kurain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Yeah, I mean, that's how families work, dude. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Another thing that's very Americanized. I think it's just, I don't know, rice balls or something like that in Japan, but and in the American version, she is obsessed with burgers, which I think is a hilarious trait that I'm glad they gave her. All right, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Anything to look at, I guess? A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Kurain Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. If this is your first time kind of tuning into one of my Phoenix Wright Let's Plays, the first case, the Lost Turnabout, doesn't have this like exploration bit, but in the later cases they do. Now, I won't look at everything, because there is a lot of text in these games. They are pretty massive when you get down to it. But anything that's like, you know, this giant statue or rock thing, like that's kind of really sticking out, I'll take a look at. But other things like this telephone pole or this bus stop, we're not going to deal with that type of stuff. We want this to, you know, to move along per episode. We don't want to spend a million years in a room looking at everything. So, but if you do want to see that type of stuff, I really just highly recommend you just buy the game. The Phoenix Wright games are so easy to come by now. Almost all of them are available on Xbox and PlayStation and Switch, and there's rumors that the like last 2 or 3 that haven't made it here, or like haven't been redone or about to come out. So there's ways to play this game. So if you really like really delving into a lot of text and stuff like that, I really highly recommend you just buy the game. But if you are lazy and don't want to, and you want to listen to me, then yeah, we'll do a couple things, but not everything. So we're just playing through the actual cases. Yeah. Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. I think that's why I gave him a voice like that, because he's just a dick. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It'll rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. I don't know if you've seen Fox News. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too. Guide map, a diagram of Fae Manor. How you doing, Dr. Gray? What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Would that even be legal? Like, if you had a medium, like, channel a spirit and they signed a, like, affidavit or something like that, would that count legally? Probably not. Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I am sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Kurain School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. I wonder what that says, actually. I don't read Japanese. I know a little bit of katakana, like very little. But like kanji, I know like, oh gosh, maybe 10 kanji. But that stuff I don't know, so. Yeah, no clue. Ms. Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Well, you're being sort of cordial. That's nice, I guess. Let's go. There's the channeling chamber. There's also the winding way. Let's go to the channeling chamber. Meet Maya's aunt, I guess. Whoa, that's a very big fire hazard. Looks cool though. Oh, got the Fey music. You hear this a lot when you do a lot of the occult stuff in these games. It's a pretty neat song. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? She talking about me? She's got a really big head of hair. Holy crap. You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey. Morgan is not the name I would have guessed for someone clearly steeped in Japanese history and ancestry, so. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job? When did I become the poster boy for how to not make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Seems odd. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? I don't know, it's like an honorific, I guess. Good sir! Ooh, evil eyes. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, in the previous game, Maya's sister Mia was murdered in the second case of the game. Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Kurain channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the master's. So that's how it is. So, today's channeling will be your first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, very specific. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. You are drinking tea. What are you talking about? So this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Uh-oh. The secrets of the Kurain techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. I never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what that lock is for. Oh yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. We've technically met her, I guess. Oh, that odd
She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say?
What a cute daughter you have.
A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request.
Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway.
I must insist and stress that you not let it occur.
Okay, I get it.
She's quite odd. Is there anything to look at here, I guess?
I mean, nothing's really out of the ordinary. I mean, it's out of the ordinary if you're not used to this kind of area, but... Like, here's a folding wall. What do they call this? Folding screen. There we go. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading, too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kurain. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Wow, Phoenix, it's surprising that you know anything like that. It just doesn't seem like the thing you would, you'd pick up on. Let's move over to, what was the Winding Way? There we go. Oh, that's a cute little area. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? We also have like a broken vase there. It looks like a little out of place in a garden like this. Actually, yeah, I guess so. Might as well take a look at it. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. You don't know that for a fact, but I guess it would make sense. You deduced it. It's a really old urn. Urn, not a vase. Vase, whatever. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. What? Are you looking in it? What is wrong with you, Phoenix? It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting. So time to move on. Okay, fine then. There's the side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Well, whoever it is, we'll let them sleep a little bit longer, but that is enough for today. I'm PhilInTheBlanks. See you next level.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.